How much of your leadership is actually just performance? How many decisions are you making to prove you belong instead of leading from the place where you already do? Welcome to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential, the podcast where your transformation begins. I'm Shawn Michael, and each day I'll bring you quick, impactful insights and action steps to fuel your personal and professional growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or someone ready to break limits and ignite greatness, this is your daily power boost to crush obstacles, stay focused, and awaken the extraordinary potential within you. Because remember, greatness begins within. Let's go. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Yesterday, we talked about why real momentum feels like maintenance at first, and why that quiet rebuild is actually strengthening your foundation. Today, we're addressing the belief that sabotages everything you just built. Because you can set all the boundaries you want, you can create all the space in the world, but if you're still leading from "I have to prove I'm worth listening to," you'll give it all away the moment someone questions you. Most leaders think they have an execution problem. They don't. They have a permission problem. They're waiting for someone to tell them they're allowed to lead the way they actually want to lead. I remember sitting in a meeting once after I'd already done the work, set the boundaries, learned to say no, and someone senior to me pushed back on a decision I'd not aggressively, just questioned it. And in that moment, I felt my entire body shift. My voice got smaller. My posture changed. I started over explaining, justifying, walking back my own conviction. Not because I was wrong, but because I was still operating from the "I need your approval to be right." I'd learned to protect my time, but I hadn't learned to trust my authority. And that's the gap most leaders never close. Here's what happens when you lead from proving instead of presence. Every decision becomes a referendum on your worth. Every no feels like risking rejection. Every boundary you set comes with an apology attached. You're not leading, you're auditioning. And the exhausting part? You can't ever win that audition because approval, it's a moving target. The moment you get it from one person, you need it from the next. The moment you prove yourself in one area, you begin to doubt yourself in another. So you keep performing, keep explaining, keep softening your edges so that no one questions whether you deserve to be here. And slowly, quietly, you become a leader who doesn't sound like themselves anymore. Here's a truth most people won't tell you. You don't need permission to lead the way you're built to lead. You need to stop waiting for it, because leadership from worthiness looks completely different than leadership from performance. When you lead from worthiness, you make decisions and let them stand. You say no without a 3-paragraph explanation. You trust your discernment even when it's unpopular. And you stop editing yourself to fit someone else's version of credible. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. So let's reframe what authority actually is. Authority isn't something you earn by proving yourself over and over. Authority is something you claim by trusting what you already know. And the moment you stop performing for permission, the moment you lead from "I'm allowed to take up space here," everything shifts. Your team feels it, your client feels it, your family feels it. Because people don't follow performance, they follow presence. And presence only shows up when you stop trying to prove you deserve to be in the room. That presence, that's what we're protecting tomorrow. The integrity audit, when your life doesn't match your values. Because once you stop performing, you start seeing all the places you've been living someone else's definition of success. And that requires a level of honesty most leaders aren't ready for. First, let's land today. Here's your permission shift practice. Think of one decision you made recently that you immediately started over explaining. Got it? Now ask yourself, what would it sound like if I trusted this decision without defending it? Write it down, say it out loud. Practice the voice that doesn't apologize for taking up space. Because the moment you stop performing for approval, you can start leading from authority. And authority doesn't need a 3-paragraph justification. It just needs to be true. You don't need more credentials to lead well. You don't need more proof that you belong. You need to stop auditioning for a role you've already been cast in. Because the version of you that's emerging, the one who set the boundaries, created the space, and learned to say no, that version doesn't need permission anymore. She already has it. He already earned it. Now, you just have to trust it. This was the permission shift, leading without proving. Tomorrow, the integrity audit. When your life doesn't match your values, because once you stop performing, you start seeing the truth. And the truth is, you've been living someone else's version of success for way too long. With strength and hope, I'm Shawn Michael. Stay close. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.